Welcome everyone to the Tethys Shipyard. I am Takeshi Yamato, the Art Master, joining our host, the Housecoat Gamer.
Yo.
Today we are taking a look at the pumwl class, also known as the Accuser-Class starship. Another Klingon starship design from the 2280s of Starfleet Command.
And potentially STO if Morone does something.
Yeah, please, seriously, Mr. Baroner, get on that. Anyway,
Alright.
time for lore.
Originally designed in the 2270s as a Constitution murderer.
Yeah, the Klingons definitely needed ways to deal with that mode.
Originally, this vessel was known as the pumwl-class, Sawblade. Honor duels and necessity resulted in a minor redesign to the pumwl class, which also gave it its name, as there were accusations of, well, the ship was mostly designed to kill Tholians, and was tailor-made for the job, seemingly. Cue accusations, honor duels, and fortunately this kerfuffle was dealt with.
Yeah.
But this dishonor decided to give it a name, the Accuser-Class, pumwl.
Yeah.
Armed with heavier weapons than most Klingon vessels, and roughly the size of a Galaxy-class starship.
Alright, scale 6.
The ship is armed to the teeth with enough disruptors to make somebody have a very bad day.
Yeah.
But that's not the only thing. Other than the obvious 2 photon torpedo launchers in the head section, it has an antimatter field projector.
What the holy cow?
Basically, it's a tractor beam that fires antimatter at someone.
Hey! Oh my word!
They wanted you dead! And this ship more or less succeeded in that role.
Yeah.
The AMFP eventually became obsolete thanks to shielding technology improvements, just like the poor old Mason gun. But the ship did serve 50 years in service, until it was made more or less obsolete by, again, shielding technologies. The ships were extremely limited in production thanks to the Ormongs and the Praxis incident. And everyone's favorite treaty, the Khitomer Accords.
Yep.
It's like they don't want us to have fun with our toys.
Yeah, as has been said quite a few times in Mythbusters in a few different ways, this is why we can never have anything nice.
Anywho.
Yes, anywho.
This massive warship continued as a storied legacy that would continue on to be used in Star Trek's lore. After all, look at the general design of this thing, then compare it to a Klingon command battle cruiser.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So I was excited, and I thought, oh, we're going to see more SFC stuff in STO! Cue my disappointment for almost 5 years.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah, anywho, stats.
It's 600. It's 600 meters long, so.
Yeah, like I said, scale 6. Service date.
Depends on the subtype you want to use. The Pauleth or the pumwl.
We'll do the pumwl.
Okay, 2283 then.
2283. Okay, so 48 points. Add 2 for scale. We have 50 to work with.
All of which are going to have to go into structure, engines, and weapons.
Right.
This is not a science ship. This thing is designed to do one thing and one thing only.
Kill people.
Lots of people.
Yeah. So, what we start with is starting with a balanced loadout of 8 and everything, adding 2 points in weapons to get them to 10. We'll drop 2 points from sensors, bring those down to 6. Engines up to 10.
Add a little bit to comms. This commonly served as a command ship. I mean, think about it.
Alright, 9 points in comms. We will drop a point from computers. And, I'll drop engines back down to 9, so we can put structure up to 9.
Murder.
So, what we have here is comms 9, computers 7, engines 9, sensors 6, structure 9, weapons 10.
This is most certainly a murder boat.
Yeah.
Of course, it is somewhat flawed in that regard.
Yeah. So, departments, 1 point in command, 1 point in security.
Another point in command.
Okay.
Again, this serves as a command ship more often than not.
In that case, command ship is one of its talents. Because that is a specific talent. Let's see, let's get into the talent list from Utopia Felicia.
Look at this thing. Hi.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a peacock spider in a way, and that kind of disturbs me.
Okay, we'll give this thing secondary reactors too, because let's face it, it's probably got those. And
It's got 4 impulse engines, of course it does.
yeah, secondary reactors, and it's gonna need the extra power for all of its systems.
And now we come to the weapon you've all been waiting for, the antimatter field projector.
That will be a special rule. We have room for, I would say we could do one more base talent, but I will put that in as the special rule. Antimatter field projector. Okay, first up, last talent. I'm thinking, well, we could do fast targeting systems again. We could do rapid fire torpedo launcher.
Duh. It has 2 of them.
Alright, rapid fire torpedo launcher. Rapid fire torpedo launcher. Now, again, before special rules, weapons, disruptor cannons, disruptor banks, photon torpedoes, and a strength 5 tractor beam.
And now to discuss everyone's favorite weapon, the AMPA. FPA. You get the idea.
The antimatter field projector.
It's basically a tractor beam, and when it's secure, serves its target, it bombards the target with antimatter.
Right.
Combine that with the fact that you're also firing disruptor bolts at it, and we all know what antimatter does when it impacts matter uncontrollably.
Yeah.
So this is a damage over time weapon, if you will.
Yeah, okay. Here's what I'm thinking for how this works then. When a opposing ship is caught in this ship's tractor beam, it is dealt 5 challenge dice, stress damage with the high yield quality every turn it is tractor. I think that makes sense. Basically, it's the same strength as the tractor. 5 challenge dice basically equals the strength of the tractor beam. So every time, so when you lock this thing onto a tractor beam, every turn you deal 5 challenge dice worth of damage. And if it deals a breach, high yield means it suffers 2 breaches.
Sucks to be anybody facing this thing then.
Yeah.
Of course, it is still a Klingon ship, and ergo a glass cannon.
Yeah. And descriptor traits, Klingon starship, outgunning everything Mark. Outgunning everything contemporary.
Almost everything.
Outgunning almost any contemporary design.
As a top-tier warship, the pumwl was designed to overwhelm anything and everything, up to and including the mighty Federation class, the mighty Federation starships. This thing can even take on Excelsiors. It, however, suffers a hard time against Ulysses, and especially Yamato 1 class super dreadnoughts.
Yeah.
We will be dealing with them at a later date.
Yeah.
Regardless, that is the pumwl class. A ship that anyone during the early 2000s playing Star Trek games would be enamored with, would love, and would be sorely disappointed to not have in almost any other game.
Yeah. Mr. Barone, please, get this thing into STO. We're begging you.
Give us more TMP boats! And this is most certainly a TMP boat! You're seemingly on a TMP binge. I mean, take a look at the Matsumoto class. That's an Akira in TMP styling. I mean, it's better than the TOS styling it usually gets, but still. Give us TMP ships from Starfleet Command and Klingon Academy. We want them, and you have permission to get them. Do so!
Yes! Do it! Please!
Madness!
This is Star Trek!
Kick into the pit of death.